Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Flying and Eating. Today, let's go somewhere and do something, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey everyone, it's Adam here. Last time on Flying and Eating, I flew down to Atlanta, Georgia, and met up with a buddy of mine named Dave, who was a member in my Discord. We went over to a place called Mary Mac's Tea Room and had amazing fried chicken. We also wanted to check out the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library, which unfortunately is closed. However, we have other plans.
Oh, okay, so we're out of Mary Mac's. That place, I love it. It was totally worth it. Good. With our extra time we've got now, we're heading over to the World of Coca-Cola. That place is cool. It's like a history of Coca-Cola and all that stuff, but also the thing they're most infamous for is the taste room, which has, so they claim, a version of every drink that they serve on the planet. However, having traveled a bit, I know it's not true. There's drinks in there that they do not have. And on the flip side, there's drinks in there that don't seem to exist anywhere. Most infamously...
Really? I didn't know this.
What's the one that everyone wants to avoid?
Beverly.
Beverly.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. This is an old joke down here as far as I can tell. The Beverly, the first time I was ever in this city as an adult, when I was talking about going to the World of Coke, our Uber driver's like, avoid the Beverly. And we're like, what does that mean? And everywhere we went, we were at this convention and we said, wait, we're thinking of going to World of Coke. Avoid the Beverly. Avoid the every single person is telling us, avoid the Beverly. So naturally, we get there and we see the Beverly, which is a drink they claim is sold in Italy. We try it. It was vomit-inducing. It's horrible. It's like carbonated vinegar. It's the worst thing you've ever had.
It's terrible.
So naturally, we're going to do it. Of course, we have to.
Absolutely.
You have to. You don't do it because you do it.
That's part of the experience.
That's part of the experience. Now, the funny thing about this, I did a video about that place like a few years back, and a guy watched it who lived in Italy. He's like, I've lived in Italy my entire life. I have never once seen the Beverly.
I'm starting to think that they just made that up.
I think they did too. It's like, it's this cosmic joke in Atlanta. If you're ever down here and you're going to the World of Coke, everyone will tell you don't drink the Beverly, and you'll end up doing it, and you'll regret it. Dude, Atlanta is a city that really likes Coca-Cola.
If you haven't noticed.
Like, really likes Coca-Cola.
We take pride in that.
You can see, we're basically at the World of Coca-Cola, where you can pay for your parking, as well as buy a Coca-Cola on your way to getting more Coca-Cola. Why the hell would anyone do this? And there it is, the World of Coca-Cola in Atlanta, Georgia. Much excite. Also next to the Aquarium, which we probably are not going to do because I don't think there's going to be enough time for it. Do you know the story behind this aquarium? Because I heard about this the first time I was here.
What's that?
So basically what I was told, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that what happened with this is there was some eccentric billionaire from Atlanta who loved aquariums. So he went around the world, went to like every aquarium that existed, and basically said, that's the part I like, that's the part I like, that's the part I like, that's the part I like. He came back, he said, here's a list of all the things I like, make one aquarium out of it. And supposedly, that's what's in there.
I've never heard that story before, but I kind of believe it.
This is actually a very neat little museum campus. You have the Center for Civil and Human Rights right there. The aquarium we were just talking about, and we're standing here at the Coca-Cola Museum. So after you get through the trivia area, which was kind of funny because I was like the only person answering stuff, you get this, which is a lot of cool like Coca-Cola props and stuff, and this guy's going to ask us a bunch of questions about stuff. It's going to be neat. Show you this big movie, and then as soon as the movie's over, you get to go into the more exploratory area. That movie, man. I can't. All right, so the first time I was here in like 2014, they told us, and I don't know if it was true, but they told us like they had just finished making that thing like a week earlier.
That can't be true.
That's what they told us, but I don't know if it was true or not. But anyway, so now that we're out of there, we have other things. We got the vault, you got the milestones of refreshment, and of course the taste room, which is what everybody saves for last because that's the best part. We will not try the Beverly, but we're totally going to try the Beverly. So at the time we're here, they're doing something for Halloween. So there's this flavor hunt thing, and it's a little like Disneyland. They've tripped everything out with like skeletons and all sorts of stuff. I actually remember the first time I was here, they told us this is technically the tiniest Coca-Cola plant in the entire world. Because they make them here. Yeah. They just make a very, very small amount of them. Fascinating if you like Coca-Cola, I guess. Though it doesn't look to be operating today.
No. Last time I was here, it was working.
Yeah, same. But whatever.
So you don't actually know this, but I actually kind of collect Coke bottles a little bit.
Of course you do. You have to rep the hometown.
Yeah, exactly. So I would love to have those two. The Atlanta Olympic ones. Holy shit.
Yeah, I've never seen those before.
Those would be cool.
I actually have a pretty decent, not small collection of Coke bottles at home. My mom used to collect them back in like the 60s and the 70s. And so there's just like a bunch sitting there. I only really contributed one to it, which was the World of Coke bottle they would give you here.
Yeah.
Yep, so this is all about John Pemberton, the bearded dude. And he invented Coca-Cola. And there's, you know, remnants and artifacts of his lab. There's that little cantina looking thing I guess he might have had at some point. Along with a lot of just assorted logo artifacts and history. And a signature attempt where you can kind of try to draw and recreate the Coca-Cola symbol. We had lots of cool, like, old Coca-Cola memorabilia. Very neat. Only a nickel. Apparently, so it was a nickel for a long time. I remember this from a different trip here. They were like, it was a nickel for a long time, and eventually they wanted to raise the price to 6 cents. And apparently, like, everyone lost their minds. The Coke-mobile. More assorted versions of Coca-Cola bottles, and along with a game we've got going on here.
I think it's what it is. I think it's like whoever gets like the furthest wins. So like I just that.
Do it. Press the buttons.
I pressed it once. So that's Huntsville, Texas. And this one is.
And that's 684 miles. Player 2, 823 miles at Waterbury. There's not really any strategy to this game. It's just press a button and see if you win or lose. Look, old bottles, old machines. Ooh, a Japanese Coca-Cola machine. This is an old one. Georgia, by the way, the coffee brand in Japan, obviously based on the fact that we are currently in Georgia, the state. Exactly. Maybe I should have another.
Yeah.
There we go. We got the goat next to not the goat. Yeah, I said it. This is Coca-Cola's Academy Award for Gandhi. Did you know that for like oh, you didn't know this? So Coca-Cola at one point owned what is now Sony Pictures.
Really?
For like 8 years they owned it. And during that time, they released Gandhi and they won an Academy Award for Best Picture. They later sold off Columbia Pictures to Sony, and that's why we have the modern Sony. If they hadn't done that, today Coca-Cola would be making Spider-Man movies.
That's wild.
World of Beverage choices. I'm going to show you a couple highlights. This white one is the laxative Coca-Cola from Japan, and it does exactly what you think it does. And it really explained, I had a buddy in Japan who had a very bad night, and he didn't know what was going on. And then he showed me that, and I was like, yeah, that's that would explain your bad night there. A couple other random highlights. This is called a Mezzo Mix from Germany. This is basically half orange Fanta, half Coca-Cola, also known as a Spezi. Very good stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff in here. A lot of stuff I've never had because a lot of it doesn't exist anymore, but a lot I have tried over time. A bottle of the Beverly. So here's a section where you can like see if you can come up with the right combination to perfectly balance taste, which I cannot. But it's supposed to look like John Pemberton's like lab and stuff. Pretty neat. Actually, in here they teach you all about like, you know, the science of it and all that, and specifically like why a glass bottle really matters, because it has to do with the aerating and all, how long it survives, whatever. Do yourselves a favor, everybody out there. If you ever get the chance, have a glass bottle German Coca-Cola specifically. It'll change your life. I mean German. Mexican Coke is better than American Coke, but German Coke, the upper echelon god tier of Coca-Cola. So they take this, you know, the secret of Coca-Cola very seriously. As you can see, there's a whole thing about how it used to be, for very briefly, it was outside of Atlanta, it was in New York, it's kept in a vault. The vault is actually here. The funny thing to me about this whole thing where they've like, they take it as such a big secret, is they don't even make it out of what they used to make it out of. They make it out of high fructose corn syrup now. It's like, what's the secret? You're not even making it anymore. See, this explains basically like why the contours of a glass bottle are specific to the taste, and how a glass bottle doesn't really lead any additional flavoring into it, whereas a metal can or plastic will break down in the drink, thus affecting it, but a glass bottle will not. Science, bitch! So we're coming up to the vault of secrets. There it is. The magical special Coke recipe. that they don't make anymore, unfortunately anyway, is behind there. But I'm guessing a German Coca-Cola is about as close to it as you'll ever really get. There you go. You're from here. Does your handprint work on that?
I imagine not.
Oh, that's too bad. That would have been cool. Maybe Jimmy Carter's worked on it. Here they have a section about the failed attempt that was New Coke and the comedy that came of that. Well, it's just more Coca-Cola collectors rooms and all sorts of just neat stuff. But honestly, I love the fact that they even acknowledge New Coke, because I swear they were just kind of pretending it wasn't even a thing for a while. So this wasn't here the last time I did it, but this is the room where you smell stuff. You just squeeze this and it pumps the smell into your face. This one's coffee, and then these vary based on spicy flavors, fruity flavors, and sweet flavors. It's pretty neat, actually. It even works through a mask. And we are at the final point, other than the gift shop, I guess. So a lot of the time they'll have this little bar here with some sort of unique drink for the day or that time of the year. Right now, it is Dragon Fruit Zero Sugar Fanta. Looking forward to it. That's a section where it's mostly just Coca-Cola and has a lot of those machines you see at some like fast food restaurants. But the special ones are the ones over here, which is all the international stuff. All right, so we found the Mezzo Mix. Yep. Go ahead.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a Spezi. It's a German one. Half Fanta, half Coca-Cola. So my plan at this one is try pretty much everything that isn't North American. Like I've had Sprite a million times, but some of these odd ones that I haven't seen in a while, I'll do those. And then every international one. Get ready. So the apple Fanta was good.
Yeah.
Bonbon and Glace was like so sweet, you could smell it across the room. Like good for a taste, and then woof, stop.
Yeah.
So this one is strong, not bad. I didn't bother with Powerade. This is like, hey, it's not Sprite. Where's Sprite? And this is like, hey, it's not this. Where's Sprite? Don't do these. I don't really care about the tea. This one apparently is a spooky flavor. Don't really care about High C or fruit punch. This, I'm kind of losing my mind over seeing. So this one, my cousin, I have a cousin who's into soda big time, and he's been tasking me, I'm not kidding, for like 5 years to find a red cream soda and bring it back to him. I've never successfully found it. A Barks red cream soda. And here it is just sitting here right in front of me, and I can't do anything about it because I can't bring this back. And look at this, they brought Tab back.
Yeah.
Tab doesn't exist anymore, but check it out. And I guess we have Russian cucumber flavored Sprite. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those are cucumbers.
That sort of looks like.
They are cucumbers. And some sort of lime water. Okay, Russian Sprite, cucumber, horrible. Do not drink that. Tab, I think you said it best.
Yeah, I said it's off-brand Coke.
It's off-brand Coke. It's Coke spelled K-O-K-E. That's what that is. This, we had differing opinions on. I thought it was ridiculously sweet. It was decent. What did you do?
I said it was like medicine.
He spit it out like almost immediately. We don't really care about the teas and stuff. Here we go on this. I'm expecting this to taste like bubble gum. Go for it.
Yeah. Oh god.
That's kind of the reaction I remember. Bottoms up. This was not as bad as I remember red cream sodas being, but it wasn't good. He spit it out. He had to. I don't blame him.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, no, I got rid of the rest of mine. I did not finish it. We have Kist Fresa from Panama. We're going with that. That was probably too much. We also have a grape Fanta, which is a spooky flavor. We have Smart Sour. I can't even.
Sour
plum.
Plum flavor.
Sour
yeah.
plum. Okay. Sparberry. Nope.
Really unfamiliar.
This is all like,
Yeah.
This is all like, I don't, okay. All right, we'll just bottoms up. Okay, this has been difficult. This one, pure sugar, too much. This one you probably had if you're in the US or Canada, it's fine. This was nothing, I don't even remember after this. This is one of the worst things I've ever had in my life. This was like, salt, this was like sugary barbecue soy sauce.
I smelled it.
Just-
I didn't even try it.
No, he didn't. He just chucked it.
I kind of want to.
Do it. It's like the Beverly.
Oh lord. It's like barbecue. Oh, God.
Right? It's like a sugary barbecue soy sauce. See how he's like hunched over? That was me for like a minute. All three of these were terrible. except for this one, which was just not good. None of these were good. Best one here is that. Holy shit, avoid this at all costs. This is disgusting. I would gladly drink a gallon of the Beverly before I drink this. Here's the next machine. We got some high C. I don't really care about that type of stuff. Don't really care about the teas. The thumbs up, I'm gonna go for it. Country Club. I've had Orange Fanta a million times. You did that just to clear your palate. So basically I'm going for this, this, and this. These were terrible. This was carbonated water. There was no flavor to this at all. This was super sweet to the point of being not just scary. And this same exact problem, just not good. We are at our final station. That one we had over there. Don't really care much about those. Delaware Punch, which is weird because I've never heard of that and it's not in Delaware. Guess I'll try that. Oh, here we go. That's the end of the game right there. This was mostly pointless. This was like carbonated honey. Yep, that was ginger beer. That was exactly the appropriate reaction. This one was actually decent. A little too sweet. But here it is. Here's the moment. It's time. The infamous Beverly that you're supposed to avoid at all costs. Last time I drank this, I remember it tasting like carbonated vinegar.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
This is the end. It's not good. It hits you on the back end.
Yeah.
The guy was just telling us how everybody remembers the Beverly. But this was bad. I'm gonna say it though.
No, the plum was worse.
The plum was worse.
Yeah.
The plum was so much worse. This is like I said, I jested that I would drink a gallon of this before drinking that again. I maintain that.
I drink that.
I would gladly drink this over the whatever
Chinese plum, whatever it's called.
the barbecue sugar soy sauce garbage. Don't drink that. Let's get rid of the whole don't drink the Beverly meme. It's done. You've officially got a new thing that you should never ever drink. Do you see this?
There's our winner.
This is the official new winner of the worst flavor soda in the history of the human species. Never consume this for any reason, except maybe on a dare. This is the worst thing ever. So the grand irony of all of this, we realized we hadn't actually had a Coca-Cola, so we're gonna go do that. It's actually not in there, it's over there. So from what I'm gathering, this is just the taste room, but like you pre-ordered to be here. Why do you keep putting this stuff out here? No, bad. Get that away from me. It's dangerous. But yeah, the irony is they don't have Coca-Cola out there, so you have to come here to get it now. Yeah, a few years ago, like you just could wander in here. I don't know if it's COVID or whatever, but yeah. So now,
You know what? I've had so much sugary drinks now that I don't even want it anymore.
yeah, now I'm like upset. We had to you had to fill out a thing to like get in here, which is a little weird, but whatever. You got to cap it off with a little bit of Coca-Cola. They also, I believe, those machines will have like different types of Coke, like a cherry Coke and.
Yeah, like over
Yeah,
here.
they got a lot of stuff in there
I
too.
get like an orange vanilla.
Yeah, lots of combinations.
I haven't had vanilla Coke in a long
Dude,
time.
lime Coca-Cola. Okay, so we kind of need a minute. We've had a lot of sugar, as you might imagine. Yeah, these machines, I mean, you would do it just to try a Coca-Cola while you're here, because oddly they don't have them out there. But these machines are actually like the same ones you'll see at like a McDonald's or a Burger King or something. It's very, I don't know, it's cool, I guess. It's just kind of pointless. But if you want an actual Coca-Cola, just right there in the middle is the best bet. So we've entered the gift shop. I don't think I'm going to be getting anything here. I actually bought a shirt here once. Yeah, actually, okay, I'll show you. They have it. This shirt right here. I bought this and I washed it and the whole logo came off. It's complete crap. And sadly, they no longer give you the free bottle of Coca-Cola. I don't know what that's all about. That sucks. So we finished up at the World of Coke. Wonderful experience, except for that plum thing. Don't ever do that. I mean, seriously, don't ever do that. Like, never do that. But you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it. And we wanted to. We just realized we had some time, so we thought, oh, you know what'd be cool is to actually do this aquarium we've been hearing about for years. We went and we checked it out, and they're like, they have timed entrances, and the amount of time that we have to wait, plus the amount of time we're expected to be in there, I would miss my flight back. So unfortunately, that's not gonna pan out this time. For any Cartoon Network fans, this is William Street. This is actually the street where Cartoon Network
I don't know if they're still based here or not, but they have a facility. I think it's on the other side of the street. But I've walked past it before. It's got a bunch of cool like Cartoon Network memorabilia and like stuff like, you know, mementos to certain characters and things like that. It's actually quite neat.
Bank of America Tower.
The Bank of America Tower. That is the tallest building in Atlanta. So unfortunately, the Carter Library is closed, but we decided to at least get this close. You can see the fence there. You can actually get inside and kind of wander around, but there's really no reason to. There's nothing in there. But there you go. There's the Jimmy Carter Center. Eventually, one day, we will come back here and go to the Carter Center, because I want to go to more presidential libraries, including, I think we got to go to James Buchanan's at some point. Like, everybody's got to do James Buchanan.
Where's that one?
I don't know, but we'll find it.
Yeah.
We tried, Jimmy. We tried. Tried so big and failed so bigger. It's time to go home. I had a lot of fun with Dave. Awesome hanging out with him, getting Mary Max, going to the Coke room. That, seriously though, never have that plum soda thing. It wasn't plum. It was soy sauce barbecue flavor. Disgusting. But whatever. Time to wait for my flight and get out of here. So there's a clear section here. There's two of them actually. So I'm through security. I gotta say, I'm impressed. I can see why people like this airport. I've been here before, but it's just the first time in a while. It's got a very, the security protocol is very Japanese. I don't know, it's very efficient, it's very automated, it's nice. And I probably should have shown this earlier. That was my pickup. I know, the other shirt I had got trashed. I'm giving Atlanta, Georgia, the World of Coke, another chance. So I thought I would talk a little bit about what we talked about before, how it's airports here, specifically Atlanta and O'Hare, how they kind of swap between being the two busiest. Now, the reason for that with Chicago is it's United's primary epicenter. It's also a hub for American Airlines. Now, there's obviously a bunch of other airlines operate there, but those would be the two predominant ones. However, Atlanta, their primary hub is Delta, or Delta's primary hub is Atlanta, I should say. So Delta does actually operate in Chicago, but really they just take you to their hubs from there. And that's the same with United Airlines here. They only operate to their hubs. I think American Airlines has more of a presence here than they do than just their, you know, like just going to their hub cities. They seem to have a nice, decent section over there. But then again, it might be the same deal. Whereas, again, American Airlines also uses Chicago as like their secondary hub. I think their primary is Dallas. Yeah, it just shows the power of how big Delta actually is. I am now back in Chicago at O'Hare, and it is time to go home. Did my little good deed there. I was sitting next to a couple that, you know, elderly couple who the flight was late because of weather conditions. And they were landing here to take a flight out to San Francisco, and they were going to miss their flight. So I just kind of was like, okay, here's where you're going to land, here's where you're going to go. And lucky for them, they came out of C-17 and they just had to go to C-16. So I basically just told them like how to go there. You can tell I fly a lot when I've like memorized the layout of O'Hare. And to United Airlines' credit, if you updated the app, it straight up said like they were just going to hold the flight for a while for people missing their connection. So kudos, good points to the United for doing that. Anyway, that'll do it for the whole trip to Atlanta. It was a great time. Again, go check out Mary Mac's Tea Room if you ever get the chance. It's phenomenal. World of Coke. And in the future, I will go back there. We will repeat those things, maybe not the World of Coke, because I really don't want the plum thing again. But I want to check out the aquarium. I really want to do that. And eventually, of course, the Presidential Library of Jimmy Carter. I think that would be a lot of fun. But that'll do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you could, check out the description. Follow me on all the social media stuff, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that sort of stuff. And like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.